Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Bodycam video here on the channel. Bodycam has been one of the most immersive shooters on the market for me since discovering Battlefield 3 and 4 along with Rainbow Six Siege back in the early 2010s. It's been about 6 months since the game came out, and I've put in over 60 or so hours since its release date, and there's been a few big updates along with zombies being introduced into the game since then. I wanted to make this video to talk about Bodycam. What is Bodycam, and is the game worth the $33 price tag? I'm making this video because I want you to hear some of this information before purchasing the game. But before we dive into the video, I want to give another copy of Bodycam away to one of you lucky subscribers. In order to enter this giveaway, please drop your Steam Fred code down below in the comment section, drop a like on the video, and subscribe for more Bodycam content. If this video can hit 200 likes, I will reply to one of those comments down below, letting you know that you won, and I will add you on Steam and send the copy over. You guys absolutely killed it in the last giveaway by hitting triple our like goal of 100. So if you want a chance to get Bodycam, drop your Steam friend code down below in the comments. But with that said, let's get into the video. Actually, before we get into the video, I do want to state that I have no affiliation with Bodycam or the devs. I'm just a passionate supporter who wants to see the game succeed and evolve. I hope our feedback is taken into consideration with a grain of salt, a very large grain of salt. And some of this information I'm about to talk about is from their Discord server. I'll leave a link down below if you want to join and you want to follow alongside the game's development path. If you want to stay up to date on Bodycam, drop a sub down below and like the video and comment your thoughts and opinions on the game. I do read every comment and discuss with you guys down there in the comment section. So firstly, what is Bodycam? Bodycam is an ultra photorealistic FPS shooter that tries to replicate the most intense realistic shooting experience you can get on the market right now. It achieves this by using the Unreal Engine 5 while pairing it with a unique Bodycam perspective, hence the title. When most people see this game, they immediately link it to a very similar game called Unrecorded. While I do agree they look very similar, most people don't know that Unrecorded is PvE only, not PvP. Bodycam takes the ultra realism and photorealistic environments to a PvP arena. There are multiple game modes, which include Team Deathmatch, which is just straight TDM, first team to 50 kills, versus mode, which is 5v5 single life rounds, first team to win 10 rounds wins this mode, and also when you die, you turn into a drone and you can fly around the map providing intel for your teammates.
Gunfight. Just the fairest gunfight that you could ever have. You don't have to stay back there. Really, you could die.
I just listened to you talk to him the whole time. The drone is equipped with a flashlight as well to help you when it gets dark during the day-night cycles. Gun game, which is pretty self-explanatory. Body bomb, which is literally just S&D from COD. 1v1 duel mode called Pit, if you and your friend want to handle some beef and see who's better. And the new zombies mode that got introduced about a month or two ago. In each game mode, you and the enemies have randomly generated class sets. Your primary weapon, secondary weapon, and your tactical equipment will swap every single round. There's no create a class, so during the round swap, your weapons cycle through different sights as well. For example, the Scar H in this game can have a hollow scope, or it can have iron sights. The iron sights on the Scar are literally a disgrace. I really don't like them. It just seems foreign to see a Scar with iron sights. It's just a rail. It's kind of funny. Ew. No sight on the Scar. This is fucking disgusting. There are 11 unique maps across all of the game modes. Each map has a day-night cycle, making it very intense, especially when it gets pitch black and you need to pull out your flashlight. There are multiple new maps coming alongside some new weather pattern features for each map. These maps have depth to them and provide natural cover, just like standard environments. You can customize your character with skins in the game, but they have recently overhauled the skin system and are currently working on unifying skins to player models and not individual pieces like there were before. You used to be able to get a hat, body gear, pants, shirt, headgear, etc. You can purchase skins in the game right now for real money, and eventually once the system is back in place, you can purchase them with the in-game currency called R points that you earn naturally by playing the game. Future me editing, yes, you can get skins for R points now that is back in the game. There's also 13 different guns currently in the game, ranging from sniper rifles, ARs, submachine guns, shotguns, and pistols, with the most recent gun being a semi-auto shotgun called the Fostech, similar to Ella's shotgun in Rainbow Six Siege. Guns in this game are very loud, and I mean very loud. Right off the rip, they're so loud that they put a disclaimer on the gun volume setting saying guns are defaulted to 100% because that's how loud guns are in real life. So the very first thing you should do when you get into this game is go into a private match and tweak your sound settings because guns are loud. They will break your eardrums. Bullets do one-shot headshots to people, and it takes a couple bullets to the chest to kill somebody. Once you die, you die. There's no downing enemies or revives. There's no perk system or special character abilities, just raw gunplay. There's also proximity chat in the game, which is my favorite feature. You use radios to communicate with your team, but also the enemy, so be careful with your callouts. Proximity chat is always hilarious in almost every game, and it adds a bit more silliness to each game, which I think is a good touch. Now that you kind of have a general understanding of what Bodycam is, let's discuss some topics you need to know before buying the game. So this is the dev team. Bodycam is literally developed by a single handful of people, primarily Luca and Leo, two French brothers aged 17 and 20. They are the main devs leading the game at the moment, with more infantry helping them soon. You need to know this because Bodycam is not backed by a massive AAA studio. This is an early access passion project, so there will be bugs and performance issues, along with a slower pace of content and fixes. I mean, literally look at this picture. The studio is like 4 computers. It reminds me of Apple when they started in their garage. As long as the passion is there, success will come later down the line. The main complaints I have seen so far on most of the comments on my Bodycam videos are performance issues alongside lack of content and updates. I agree with most of these comments, and I do think they need a larger team to produce the community's wants and needs required for this game to thrive. The game is developed on Unreal Engine 5, so it's pretty system heavy, but I have seen larger titles be able to smooth out the performance. Even with an RTX 4080 and a 5800 X3D, it's pretty tough for me to run the game at a high refresh rate. Their minimum spec requirement is actually pretty high compared to most games. They do recommend an RTX 3060, and even then it's hard to push above 60 FPS on medium settings. So take your hardware into consideration as well when determining if you want to buy the game. But in order to keep up with these demands, you need to expand, and fortunately enough for them and their success with Bodycam's launch, they were able to seize new opportunities and invest heavily in resources and projects. They're excited to announce these changes soon as they continue shaping the future of Bodycam. A key part of this process is the new roadmap that they have been preparing. They're fully aware of existing issues in Bodycam, especially those that stem from its origins as an independent project developed by just the two, Luca and Leo. Their goal with this roadmap is to take Bodycam to the next level by addressing these gaps and handing over tasks that they are not specialized in to the professionals. This will allow them to focus on polishing the core game and evolving it beyond its current scope. They have a roadmap almost finished, so we will see more in the future, but with this roadmap, we need to take it with a grain of salt, because in the last roadmap, we saw a DLSS that was coming in Q3, but it had major issues and was pulled out of the game, came out in Q4, and then eventually just got pulled out of the game again. As it stands right now during this recording, Bodycam is 20% off on the Steam store page. It's probably not anymore. I think when I looked at it, it had like 48 or 60 something hours left. So it is back to its $33 price tag. And this game is not on console. And I want to repeat this, not on console. I see a lot of comments saying the console version is terrible. It's a waste of money. And that's because it is a waste of money. It's not the same developers. It's a terrible knockoff. So stay away from any of those games until they announce if they're going to support releasing this on consoles. The $33 price tag feels a bit steep for the state that it's in right now. I understand why they placed it at this price, because you need capital to be generated to be successful. It is solid, don't get me wrong, but I feel like $20 would be more of a tempting price for most gamers. Again, like I said, it's mostly set there to generate capital, and unfortunately, video games are pretty expensive to develop. That brings me back to the main question for the video. Is Bodycam worth it right now? In my honest opinion, I think it's an optimistic yes, because I want to see the game succeed and I genuinely enjoy the game and have a lot of fun. But for most people, it will probably be a no for right now until it's evolved a little bit more. Every consumer is different, so for others, they may not want to spend $30 for an early access game, and they may just wait to get it later down the road, which is totally fine. I totally understand that and I respect that 100%. But for me, I look at it like this. I spend the $30 and I get a valued experience and still enjoy the game. I own the game now, so if 6 months down the road the game is 100% polished and has weekly updates, then I don't need to rebuy it. But everybody's opinion will vary, and that's mine. The short answer to the question is yes and no, but maybe yes and maybe no. The developers and team at the studio are working hard and pouring their heart into the game, so provide good constructive feedback and report any issues you have playing the game in their devoted channels in their Discord. This game is developed by the community feedback. They provide awesome insight into the development process by showing you leaks, showing you development clips, asking questions, gauging opinions on what they should do next. If they want to go one way or the other way, we get a say in it. For example, on screen right now, they give us insight into a more realistic blood feature that's going to be coming to the game. Like I said, they have a dev leak thread where they post the pictures of new maps, new skins, development processes, animations, and new content that is coming down the pipeline. It's unique and refreshing to see a studio be so open and engaging with the community. I really hope the game picks up popularity and the devs continue to improve the game. There's nothing on the market right now that looks, feels, and plays like Bodycam. One other main thing I wanted to put in there as well is servers are peer-to-peer, so sometimes, depending on the day, time, region that you live in, it may be harder to find a game and get it started. That would be one of my requests, and I know it is too expensive for them to get dedicated servers right now, especially if there's not thousands upon thousands of people trying to play the game. But I am hoping that with more active players and more success that they look into hosting dedicated servers. Overall, Bodycam has been a blast for me. It's very unique, and like I said, at least to my knowledge, there's no other FPS on the market right now that comes even close to the photorealism for an FPS shooter. This game gives me hope, and I really want to see it succeed, especially if it's a community-developed project. They're very open to this. It's only 2 guys mainly developing the game, but alongside our support and our feedback, it can grow to be a lot bigger. There's so much coming down the pipeline for Bodycam, and if you're willing to look past the bugs and slower content releases, then I think this would be a good game to add to your Steam library. But with that said, that is going to wrap up today's video. I hope you guys did enjoy, and I hope this provided some constructive information to determine if you want to buy the game. If you want to see more videos like this and more Bodycam content, drop a like down below. And again, drop a comment with your Steam friend code if you do want a chance to win Bodycam. With that said, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your night, morning, or evening, whatever it is. Take care, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Later.